One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa State's offense will be first on the attack. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's back. Under fire. Got him downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Gets away from one, finds some space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Great job by the DB seeing where the ball's going and breaking it. And I know that sounds stupid. Of course, he's supposed to do that. But a lot of times the angles you take are sometimes compromised and leaves you giving up big plays. Nice job going straight to the football and swatting it on the ground.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. With the catch, it's Sauer. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Iowa State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell, he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Jayhawks offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best.
It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Jayhawks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Find some fresh air. It's a running room. Kearney on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown, Cyclones. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. Rushes on him. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going right to work up top. Trying to take it back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Iowa State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Pickett. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Working on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Plows through the defense.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
That's caught. It's Pickett. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Nanoseconds until he was swarmed under for the sack.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Makes the grab. It's Henderson. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Jayhawks get the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They'll run the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Pressure coming. He's got it on the run. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield very late in the half. They're working that left side. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cyclones will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. So now it's second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Makes the catch. It's Pickett. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Kansas! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USF.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man in the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner is stopped. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can.
He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Cyclones in the hurry up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his man down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Beck. On a little time, lets it go. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Going up top again. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The quick out. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Bringing the heat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And they get the fumble back, but time is still dwindling away. They got to get it going. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the state into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclone!
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Trying play action. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This for the lead and very likely the win. And he got just enough of that one. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. What a game. What a finish. Came down to one last play, and they get it done.
What a play to show up in that moment of the game and make that type of play. That type of individual effort is just magic, Dave.
No doubt. It's what you dream about, but those moments, you have to step up and make it, and big-time players like this come up and make a big-time play late in the game.